Story time. So, growing up, my big brother was the nightmarish kind of son. So, he would steal money from my mother's bag to just go and buy candy to spread his friends. He would skip class just to go and be found playing in the sand somewhere. He would be the talkative in class. His teacher would sack him from class. Um, he would hate to go to school. Waking up in the morning, they literally had to threaten him with canes and everything just to get that boy to school. So my mommy had a really tough time with this boy. And so one day there was a new school in our neighborhood, and he switched from one school into another, and it was a total 180-degree turn in that boy's life. In literally 24 hours, this boy became to someone who hated books, to someone who couldn't do without books. He would always be reading. Somebody who was an A+ student, somebody who wanted to go to school, woke up to go to school with so much excitement. What is the difference between that same boy who went to the old school and the new school? My name is Aliana Antok Machimberima. I'm a licensed parents coach, school owner. I recognize that there may be so many other factors that led to him doing better in the new school than the old school. But I believe that the one determining factor, the one life-changing factor that made a difference was the connection he had with his teacher, because he absolutely adored his teacher in the new school. Connection primes the brain for willingness. So many of us want our children to be able to do our bidding. To be able to get your children to do your bidding, you have to form a connection. Okay, how do you form that connection? There are 5 areas that you target when you're trying to form a connection: eye contact, touch, a playful situation, and presence. Let's take an example with eye contact. If your child is watching TV and you're in the kitchen and you say, Kofi, can you go and bath? Kofi, go and have your bath. Kofi, have it. You can say it a million times. He's probably not going to mind you, or you can even yell it. He's probably not going to mind you unless you get in there with a cane. But we don't want to do that. What you want to do is establish eye contact. If you establish eye contact and he's looking at you, he probably will follow through with the instructions. Touching him or putting him in a playful situation, joking around about him going to bath, and help him want to go and do what you're asking him to do. Now, all these tools may not all work at the same time, or might not work with the same child. Different children have different preferences. That, like, there are some children who simply do not, especially if they are autistic, they simply will not give you eye contact. So you are not going to try to give him eye contact to be able to prime his brain. You are probably going to try and use a playful situation or just use your presence. So as parents, you have to know that you have these tools in your bag and know when to pull what tool. And also, all the tools are not going to work every time. You have to be able to look at the situation and decide, okay, in this situation, if I give this child eye contact, I'm just going to get him angry. Let me try something else, like being playful. So I hope these tips work for you and then help you build a connection with your child. Like, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time. Bye-bye.